I'm John Graft, and I love Chicago real estate. Between showings, I stop in my favorite places, talk with local business owners, and bring their story to you. This is my Chicago.
That's Rob. Rob is a maintenance guy who was actually a day trader in New York City.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, the maintenance guys here are just insane. Like I can't even, like half the stuff I've been able to pull off, you know, like I'll do like 10-foot tables and, can I swear or no?
Yeah, say whatever you want.
Okay, cool. Because I do swear a lot, I'm a Yankee. So like, it's been really difficult for me to like master not swearing in the Midwest.
Yeah, be yourself.
All right, cool. Yeah, so like Rob is super cool. He's helped me out a ton. But like a lot of the tables I'll do, they're like the length of this bench. You know? And it takes an army to like flip them over.
I can't imagine. I didn't know you're just by yourself. Like, so you're using some of the people around here to give you help at times?
If you're passing by at the correct time, I'm going to grab you and
Got it.
help me flip this over.
So what is this space?
This is Workshop 4200.
And what?
So it's a collection of like artists, woodworkers like me. There's places like Margie right here who makes miniatures. You know, so she actually has a bunch of galleries around the country that display her stuff. So you can see things like this. These are miniature plants and such. And then in the back there, you're seeing she's making a 1980s mall.
Yeah, that's
which
so
is
cool.
super cool. And a good perspective of it is if you look through here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It is pretty cool. Here's, you know, you've got your list of businesses and such as that. And then up here, this is a friend of mine, Zach. He's one of the people that's been kind enough to help me move things throughout my shop, right? He actually makes musical instruments. So, but they're musical instruments that move. So what I want you to do is stand right here. Try not to move.
What is there, an accordion there or something like that?
I don't know. I've never seen the inside of it. But I've been in his shop a million times. Yeah, so he's got one of these that I think is going to be going in a nearby town like Oak Park.
It's a piece of art.
Like that. It really is.
Yeah. How unique is that?
Yeah, it's out of this world. And he's like the coolest dude on the planet. I'll show you his door. He's got this whole thing on there. Yeah, and then we've got like distillery inside of here. I don't think anybody's here today.
What do they distill?
I think it's whiskey.
Whiskey?
Yeah, I've never actually met these gentlemen, but you know, I see them here all the time.
God, it looks like a scene out of Breaking Bad in there.
Yeah, it really does. All the chemistry. And then another spot up here, this is Phil. So he's another friend of mine. He makes custom signs. So, you know, he'll paint them.
These look like old-timey signs too, like authentic, cool signs.
Correct. Super cool stuff. Yeah, all his stuff. Speaking of old time, is that like a picture of Johnny Cash?
That's what I was thinking, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it. Or like, not Steve,
one of those characters.
Not Steve McQueen, but who's the other one? I can't think of it.
Looks like a tennis player to me.
Like James Dillon or something like
that.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so let's go this way. I'll take you down to my shop. I'm going to shut off my phone. Did I shut my phone off? I did. Look at that. I'm in airplane mode. That doesn't always happen.
So there's a coffee roaster here.
Yeah, we've got a coffee roaster here. Tatine is actually a perfumery. So they do like perfume, candles. You'll find their stuff in like Crate and Barrel. It's really, really neat. That's honestly what sold me on the place, because I walked in this, you know, my old spot was not as nice as this. I walked in and the perfume hit me. And I was
okay.
Right. So
you could smell it as soon as you walked in.
Yeah. I think they're expanding, so they've sort of shut down operations a little bit right now. But yeah, that's
cool.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Miguel. He makes furniture too as well. That's some of the stuff that he's made right there.
Prices are really reasonable too. That whole thing's $100.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get rid of some of that stuff because it's been sitting for a while. But yeah, this is Zach's door. I don't think he's here, but check it out. It's actually pretty funny. That's how you knock on his door.
Unreal.
This is Jamie. Jamie makes like custom signs and things like that.
He's got the big printers.
Yeah, so like you can see all the cool stuff that he's done, the Muddy Waters posters and stuff.
They're making vinyl here?
Yeah, inside of here, this is Smashed Plastic. They make all these records. They're one of the few record pressing plants I've learned around. So the other one is in like Cleveland. I think that's the next closest one. But they'll have bands in and things like that and do all sorts of crazy stuff. It's pretty cool. And then we're going to go this way. And you might see Betty. You're probably going to want to get her on camera. Hold on, that door is like super heavy. And this is my shop here. So, you know, this is where everything gets done. This is my giant planer. So when something has to get flat, we'll take like the big 10-foot, 8-foot slabs, and they go on here.
When you're planing something, is that smooths it out?
It takes care of, so basically like when wood comes to us, it looks like this, right? So this piece of wood, you see how rough this is here?
Yeah.
So you're gonna take all those marks out, right?
Why is it like this?
It's called rough sawn. It's just the way the sawmills do it,
Okay.
right? And what we want to do is you want to make it flat and you want to make it smooth. So this makes it flat and smooth, and it makes the job way easier. Or I have to do it by hand, because some of the slabs that you've seen, you know, they can be 10 feet.
I mean, what is this, 15?
It's about 15 feet, 14 feet 7. So good call.
Yeah.
But yeah, it makes life way easier for me, because without this, like flattening one of these things, like a 10-foot by 4-foot, it could probably take me all day, whereas this will take like an hour.
And is this common equipment? Is this stuff easy to get? Is it custom made? How does it work?
Not common. I don't think there's, I only know of like one other gentleman in the area that has something like this. So this isn't like that common. It's not custom made. There's like 3 different sizes and 3 different widths. So it actually comes from Australia, from a company called Wood
Really?
Whiz. Yeah.
So is this the original application of it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's wood what?
Wood Whiz.
Wood
So it
Whiz.
says, if you can see the dust, right?
Yeah.
Wood Whiz is the name of the company. I talked to the owner, real awesome guy. Basically, it just goes back and forth like that until it flattens something out. And it's also automated too. So like if you want to
Okay.
fancy, it'll go back and forth for things like that.
And that's nice. So it's sucking everything up, it's vacuuming at the same
Correct.
time, so the
That's
cleanup's easier.
Correct. Yeah. So it does make the cleanup easier, but as you can see, I
Still
tried to
gets
clean
around.
up a little bit, but it still kicks up a ton of dust, and that's inevitable in this type of work. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is probably this is my favorite machine. It makes everything easier. And then I know you're probably going to go over and see Margie a little bit later, but this is a full-size table
A real saw?
Yeah, a real big one. So our offcuts from this, which are all over in that corner.
Is offcuts, like remnants?
Yeah, let me
leftovers?
show you. Yeah, I'll show you an example. I'll bring it over to you. So like if recently I made a clock and it was made into a circle. I can send you a picture of it too. So this is an offcut, and these offcuts will go over to Margie, and then they become the miniatures.
Got it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of nice for you, because then you don't have to dispose of this.
Well, it feels really bad disposing of it too, because
Yeah.
like this is 𝗚𝗙𝗡, so it's like imported from Costa Rica.
This looks like really good wood.
It's really
𝗚𝗙𝗡 is what it's called?
Yeah, that's what I specialize in. I bring the woods in.
P-E-R-O-D-A?
P-A-R-O-T-A.
O-T-A, I totally got that wrong.
No, it's all right. I can't spell either. But yeah, it's super unique. Not too many other people in Chicago are doing it. So I try to concentrate on things that are unique and look really, quite frankly, weird.
How do you source this?
I get it from Costa Rica.
But how'd you find
So
it?
it's
How do you start those
imported.
relationships?
Yeah, so it's imported. It goes through a place in California. I've actually got another sawyer up in Seattle too. So I've got sawyers all around the country that
What's
I've
a sawyer?
Like a sawmill.
Okay.
So yeah, a sawmill, basically they do all the cutting and things like that. For things like this, right, this will come in containers, and then they'll sort of sort through it and things like that. I don't import it directly myself.
Okay.
I let somebody else handle all that.
And how big are these slabs when you get them?
You want to see one?
Yeah.
I've got a few of them. It might be a little messy over here because this is storage.
It's a workshop. If it's
Yep.
not messy, you're doing something wrong.
Right? Yeah, so as you can
Oh, wow.
see, like
These are
that's
huge.
Yeah, that's the offcut. I'm 6'4".
This is an offcut?
Well, no, that's the offcut.
Okay, oh, the
There's-
offcut of this. Okay, yeah.
So the bottom, I cut that right here, and then this is that. So this is about 9 feet. That one's almost 10. And this is mostly just storage over here for my stuff.
And when you have the cracks in it like this, do you fill that with resin, or how do you?
Depends what the client wants.
Okay.
So I will fill it with resin. That's usually the most popular thing to do is the resin in the because it makes it more practical too.
Yes.
Because like if you have a giant hole in the middle of your table,
it's like
imagine
table.
your turkey like falling down the middle, and then that pretty much ruins Thanksgiving. But like cracks like this will get filled with epoxy and things like that. Some people love the epoxy, some people despise it. So it really depends on the client.
If you don't do it, how do you finish this so it's practical?
You leave it like that.
Really?
Yeah. And there are certain people that will like it.
Is that stable? I mean, is that?
Yeah, you can reinforce it with steel and things like that.
So you'd have that underneath the table?
Correct.
So you can't see it? Okay, so from the top and from the sides, visually, it just looks like one slab of wood.
Correct. Yeah, and then the steel's underneath. Yeah, so we do, I think I have bases over in the other shop, so I can show you some of those too as well. Like metal bases and whatnot. But yeah, anything else you want to see around here? I mean, this is where everything kind of gets done.
No, we'll set up in the other room.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
do it.
Oh, you missed the best part.
Would you?
Come here.
Your pup?
This one. She didn't even get up. You gonna get up? Come on, you want to be on camera? That's her bed. Any moving blanket, she's like, I'll be on camera. She's gonna stretch. She's cute. That's Betty.
Betty?
Yeah, so I learned really early on, like that's why you don't see a lot of pictures of me on Instagram, because like I'll get like 1,000 likes if I put a picture of her up.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Me, they're just like, oh, it's just a guy in a
You could
flannel
start.
t-shirt.
You could start an Insta page for her and probably get more than anything you could ever get.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Let me take that off.
How long have you been in this space?
March.
March?
Yes, it'll be year. I think I moved in March 1st.
Where were you beforehand?
I was over in Cortland and Springfield.
Okay.
5 minutes away. Just a different spot, way smaller.
Yeah.
It wasn't as, we'll go that way. And then you're gonna take a left, your left. And then we're gonna go right in here. So.
This is so funny. There's like, it's an actual garage door. It looks funny.
Gidget, are you up there? Gidget, come down and say hi. Hi, Gidget. How are you, sweetie? This is Gidget. She's from Texas.
All right.
I
From
found
Texas?
her. Yeah, I found her in a parking lot in Walmart.
How you
She
doing?
was homeless.
Oh,
She's
it's a
afraid
beautiful coat.
Yeah, she's afraid of your camera. She doesn't like unknown objects and things like that. She gets scared of the equipment and stuff.
Interesting.